The 2025 GMC Canyon. We have some new changes to talk about, but stay tuned until the end of this video where I'm going to be sharing with you how you can save a considerable amount of money off the MSRP of certain mid-size and full-size pickup trucks. All right, let's get started with the latest updates. So for 2025, we now have a Canyon AT4 Nightfall Edition, which comes with rocker panel protector, 275 wide all-terrain tires, and you're also going to be getting 20-inch high gloss black aluminum wheels, bed-mounted off-road sports bar, and black badging. All right, the top-of-the-line AT4X model now comes available with a snorkel, and we also have an available Bed Pro utility package for storage on the go, and this includes utility walls for front and sides of the cargo bed, and you also get universal straps and latches. Finally, the last change is just going to be some new available colors for the 2025 Canyon. We have the Glacier Metallic, Desert Sun, and Rapids Metallic. And really, the only other change that we have here is with the price. The entry-level Elevation and the AT4 models, well, they have gone up dramatically in price compared to the 2024 model year. And Elevation two-wheel drive, it's going to start at about $2,100 more than it did last year at $39,995 for the two-wheel drive version. Then we have the AT4, which has gone up in price by $2,400 compared to last year. So it now starts at $47,295. And with the AT4, you can only get it with four-wheel drive. Same thing with the next trim level, the Denali, that's also only available with four-wheel drive. And the price goes up by $700 compared to last year. Starts at $53,595. Weirdly enough, the official GMC consumer website does not allow you to build the top-of-the-line AT4X trim level. We know that it exists for the 2025 model year. After all, we saw that it comes with a newly available snorkel, but they just won't let you build it on the website as of right now, January of 2025. I'm sure they will update that soon, but the 2024 AT4X Canyon started at $55,895. I'm sure we can expect that price to go up by at least $700 for 2025. And as one would expect, the AT4 models, that's going to be your off-road type of models. The Denali, that's your luxury truck. And only the Elevation is available with two-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. So if you want to save some money, there you go. But a four-wheel drive Elevation, that's going to add like $3,300 to the price. So that's crazy. GMC is really taxing you here. Regardless though, I pretty much built a fully loaded four-wheel drive Elevation model, and it came out to be about $51,000, even with some accessories. And I have to admit, that is pretty competitive. It's not a bad price considering the fact that the Elevation is fully loaded for that price with four-wheel drive. And these trucks, they do come with a rather strong engine. We have the 2.7 liter turbo four-cylinder. Not really sure why people mock and scoff these turbo four-cylinder engines. I mean, the power that they produce is tremendous. You should hear some of the comments. People are like, oh, that little engine can never pull that truck. Like, do you not see the numbers? Like, this is more than some old V8s. You know what I mean? So I never really understood those comments. This engine produces 310 horsepower and 430 pounds-feet of torque. The longevity of these engines, that's what you should be concerned with. That's the true issue with these new products. They are very disposable, and essentially they are lease and dumps for business owners, and that's about it. If your plan is to hang on to these modern-day vehicles like some type of a family heirloom, well, you're going to be in for a surprise. Keep it until the warranty expires, and then you discard. You treat it like that, you won't have any problems with any new vehicles. So the torque figure is phenomenal, even more than the standard Tacomas, because those also come with a turbo four-cylinder now, but as we just saw, the torque figure of this Canyon, it's amazing. And as always, I'm going to have the full press release and specs from GMC on the screen for you to check out. But as promised at the beginning of this video, here's how you can save a considerable amount of money off of new pickup trucks. you can reach out to AutoCompanion, who is one of the largest car brokers in the United States. He has partnered dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area, and although he has never really advertised deals on the GMC Canyon or the Chevy Colorado for that matter, if you didn't know, the Colorado and the GMC Canyon, they are both the same trucks. Regardless though, despite not advertising deals on those particular midsize trucks, he does offer 11% off the MSRP of the 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500s and the 2024 GMC Sierras. Aside from certain specialty trims like the Denali's, the ZR2s, the AT4Xs, he's got 7% off on those, but the rest of the mainstream models he does offer 11% off. You could reach out to AutoCompanion and ask him if he has deals on the Canyon, but regardless though, AutoCompanion doesn't just represent GM vehicles, he also has Toyotas and Nissan. On the Toyota Tacoma and the Tundra, he's got 13.5 and 14% off the MSRP. That is a big discount. And on the 2025 Nissan Frontier, he's got 13% off across the board. As mentioned before, he is located in DC, but he is able to ship nationwide. I've had 2 vehicles shipped with AutoCompanion, never had an issue, but shipping is something that you have to pay extra for if you are unable to pick up at DC. He also charges a broker fee to access these deals. If you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of his broker fee. But also in the description box, you will see a link to a free leasing calculator provided to you by AutoCompanion. This is a very powerful tool because this calculator will show you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. So you remember how I said these modern day vehicles are pretty much disposable? Well, that's part of the reason why you should maybe consider leasing and dumping some of these products. However, I did run some numbers on the Canyon, and both on the 2024 and the 2025 Canyon, the numbers are awful. It's like GMC does not want you to lease the Canyon at all. The interest rate of the lease, it's like 9%. So even with perfect credit, assuming you put no money down, which you should never put money down on a lease, the payment is going to be like $738 a month, and I even assumed a 10% off discount with the Canyon. So $738 is awful. The Tacoma leases out much better at $564 a month. Interest rate is not great, it's 7.15%, but as you can see, the payment is far better. But the good thing about Toyota is that you could put down multiple security deposits, which is a refundable deposit that you get back at the end of your lease. And the reason why you put down that deposit is to lower the interest rate. And in some cases, you can even lower that interest rate in half. You can even do a one-pay lease as well to get the same effect. So in either case, if you have some capital available to you, then this is a good way to lease a vehicle and to lower the interest rate, thus reducing the payment as well. And when you pay less interest on a lease, you are effectively building more equity in the vehicle as well. So you know, a lot of people say leasing is fleecing and all of these things. Well, that generalization has really gone off the deep end. I get why people say that. They just don't want to cover the nuances of everything that I'm talking to you about here. But when you can get a low interest rate lease, yeah, you are definitely building equity, and trucks actually hold their resale value really well. So there's a good chance that if you don't do 3 trillion miles in 3 years, you could even have some positive equity at the end of the lease. Maybe, potentially, that's not a guarantee. I'm just saying. The Nissan Frontier, the top of the line Pro 4X, that goes for about $500 a month, which is okay, but the interest rate, it's still 6.5%. Yeah, you can put down MSDs with Nissan Financial, but not much, so you're not really able to drop the interest rate by a whole lot or make much of a difference. Regardless though, I just wanted to share with you these resources so you can see what is possible in today's market, and to show you that some of this stuff can be a lot more obtainable than what people lead you on to. Again, if you want to work with AutoCompanion, his links will be down below. And if you found value with this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.